So here's a story you probably didn't see coming. Barron Trump, yeah, the president's son, is 19 years old now, and on January 18th, 2025, he did something pretty incredible. At 2:23 in the morning UK time, he got a FaceTime call that turned into this whole international rescue mission. We're talking about a college kid in New York coordinating with police in East London to save someone's life. Picture this. You're expecting a regular FaceTime from a friend, right? Maybe you think you're going to chat for a few minutes, say what's up, whatever. That's what Barron thought too. But when he answered, he saw something completely different. The call only lasted 10 to 15 seconds, but it was enough to see that something was really wrong. Later, at court proceedings at Snaresbrook Crown Court, they played audio of Barron explaining what happened. He said, quote, "She called me. I picked up the phone expecting a nice hello or something, but instead, I just saw a ceiling and could hear screaming. I could see a guy's head on the phone, and then the camera turns to her crying and getting hit." Now think about what most 19-year-olds would do in that moment. Honestly, most people would panic, some would freeze up, others might try calling back right away. But Barron, he made what turned out to be exactly the right call, literally. At 2:23 a.m., Barron picked up his phone and dialed 999. That's the UK emergency number, by the way. Just think about that challenge for a second. He's a college student sitting in New York, and he needs to get help to someone thousands of miles away in East London, fast. The recording of his emergency call shows how calm he stayed. He told the operator, "I just got a call from a girl I know. She's getting beaten up." When they needed more details, he didn't waste time. "It's really an emergency, please. I got a call from her with a guy beating her up." But here's the thing that really stands out. Barron told the operator, "I wasn't going to call back and threaten things to him because that would just make the situation worse." That's pretty incredible awareness for a 19-year-old, right? He got it. He understood that jumping in directly could have made things even more dangerous. Police showed up at New Providence Wharf in East London. The body cam footage caught one officer saying to another, so apparently this informant from America is likely to be Donald Trump's son. This female is friends with Donald Trump's son. She was on a FaceTime with him when this assault happened, and he's called us. You can almost hear the disbelief in his voice. Okay, so let's break down who everyone is here. Barron Trump was born March 20th, 2006. He's the only kid of President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump. Right now, he's a sophomore at NYU's Stern School of Business, though he actually transferred to NYU's Washington, D.C. campus after freshman year. And get this, the guy is 6 feet 9 inches tall. Kind of hard to blend in when you're that tall, but somehow Barron's managed to keep a super low profile his whole life. No public social media, nothing. The woman he helped? We can't tell you her name. UK law protects the identity of people in sexual assault cases. What we do know is she met Barron through social media and they became friends. When police got there, she told them straight up, "I am friends with Barron Trump, Donald Trump's son." Then there's the alleged attacker, Matvey Rumyantsev. He's 22, a Russian national living in East London, and he used to be an MMA fighter. He was the woman's ex-boyfriend. According to what came out in court, he was apparently jealous of her friendship with Barron. Here's where this gets even more serious. This wasn't just a one-time thing. According to testimony at Snaresbrook Crown Court, the alleged violence started about 6 months into their relationship. The woman described a pattern, multiple assaults, stranglings. She said Rumyantsev raped her twice back in November 2024 and then again on January 18th, 2025. That's the same day as the FaceTime call. Prosecutors laid out what allegedly went down that night. They say Rumyantsev grabbed her hair, shoved her to the floor, yelled, "You are worth nothing," called her horrible names, and kicked her in the stomach while she was down. The woman's testimony about Barron's call, it's powerful stuff. She told the court, "He helped save my life. That call was like a sign from God at that moment. I was on my knees begging when I received the call from Trump and had a chance to get back up." Now, Rumyantsev's been charged with 2 counts of rape, assault and actual bodily harm, intentional strangulation, and perverting the course of justice. He's denied everything. The trial's still going on as of January 2026. When police arrived, they had to make sure this wasn't some kind of prank or mix-up, so they asked the woman to call Barron back. The body cam caught her saying, "Hello, Barron, did you call the police or anything?" And just like that, it was confirmed. This whole thing actually happened. Barron Trump, whose dad was literally 2 days away from being inaugurated for his second term as president, had personally called UK emergency services to help save someone he'd never even met face-to-face, just through social media. Barron's words to the operator pretty much sum up his whole approach. "I called you guys. That was the best thing I could do." Simple, direct, smart. Look, this story shows us something we don't usually get to see about the kids of presidents. This is a moment where someone with all the privilege and protection in the world used it to help someone who was genuinely in danger. And here's the thing, Barron didn't go looking for attention over this. The only reason we know about it is because it came out in court proceedings almost a year later. The case is still playing out at Snaresbrook Crown Court. Rumyantsev is still denying all the charges. But you know what? No matter how that trial ends, one thing is crystal clear. A 19-year-old college student got a terrifying call in the middle of the night, and he made all the right moves under pressure. He witnessed violence happening in real time, called the right people, and probably saved a life. All of that happened within minutes across an entire ocean. Social media has been blowing up with people praising Barron's quick thinking. And honestly, it makes sense. We hear all the time about how young people are always on their phones for TikTok or whatever. But here's a teenager who used that same technology to coordinate an actual international emergency response. So yeah, that's how a 10 to 15 second FaceTime call became a lifeline.